Now on the deep end, one author turns childhood trauma into a call for action and gun violence prevention.
We're talking about author Heidi Yewman. She's out with a brand new book. It's called Dumb Girl. I caught up with her ahead of her book signing last night in Seattle. Here's her message. And what an incredible story this is, and thank you for coming in to talk about this as you gear up for this event at Third Place Books tonight. This is a memoir about how you overcame a number of things, whether it's physical, emotional, sexual abuse early on in life, really heavy topics, leading to become a gun violence prevention activist. The title, I understand, comes from something that you were told as a child. Tell me about that.
Yes, so I grew up in a family with 3 brothers, pretty toxic male environment, and I was not really allowed to be a girl, and so there was a constant theme throughout my childhood of if I acted like a girl, I was told, don't be a dumb girl. Yeah. And that was told to me over and over, so if I saw a spider and screamed, or I stubbed my toe and cried, don't be a dumb girl, don't be a dumb girl. And so that mantra stayed in my head, and it meant to me that I needed to work hard to not be dumb and to not be a girl.
I mean, I'm just thinking about somebody at that age being told by that numerous times, and you know, you can always look back in hindsight right now that you're a little bit older and think about the impact that had on you on such a young age. But did you realize at the time the impact that it was having on you, and what have you learned since?
No, I didn't know that it was going to be this toxic thing that was bad for me. I kind of leaned into it, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to be girly girl, and I wouldn't wear dresses. I really leaned into sports. I was a big jock in high school, and that was my identity, was being non-female-like. And I didn't know until I got older and I was raising my own daughter that I realized the damage that had, and that we need to allow women or girls to be feminine and to, you know, that there's other ways to express yourself.
Yeah. Part of, I know, what this book also covers is the point at which you become a gun violence prevention activist, and I understand that had somewhat in part to do with the shooting at Columbine High School, which impacted so many different people. Describe your connection to what happened there.
Yeah, so I graduated from Columbine 13 years before the massacre.
Okay.
But Dave Sanders, the teacher that was killed, had been my basketball coach and typing teacher. And so I went back to his funeral and to the mass memorial. And it was sitting at Coach Sanders' funeral where I decided, this is ridiculous. I can't believe this has happened. This is so tragic and so violent. And so I started getting involved in gun control and trying to make it so that these sorts of things don't happen. And I had young kids at the time, and I wanted to make sure that they lived in a world that was free from gun violence. It hasn't really worked out very well.
Yeah, and it's just continued, of course, as we see across the country, even to this day. And I understand you even carried a gun for a little while, too.
Yeah.
What did you learn from that?
I wrote a 4-piece magazine article for Ms. Magazine where I was doing these protests and events all the time, and these guys were coming with guns on their hips, and it was very intimidating and scary, and which I think was kind of the point. But I wanted to know, why do people conceal carry all the time, and what does it do to them? And so I got a permit to carry a concealed weapon here in Washington State. I got a permit, and then I bought a Glock and carried it with me for a month to understand what's the psychological, the physical impact, and the spiritual impact that happens when you carry a gun with you all the time. And so I did that for 30 days.
What did you take away from that?
It made me really paranoid.
Did it?
Yeah, so I'd go into grocery stores and I'm looking at people's hips. Who else is carrying? You know, who's a danger when I'm picking out the tomatoes at the grocery store? Who else might be coming in, and what does it feel like to know that I might have to save the day? And it's a tremendous burden, and it gave me a lot of empathy for people who are feeling like they do have to carry all the time.
This was a fascinating discussion with Heidi, and it sounds like such a good read. So many lessons learned of a difficult childhood, and certainly the connection with the deadly shooting at Columbine High School and the lessons that she learned from, you know, carrying a gun for just a month and how terrified she became during that experience. Yeah. It's just a really in-depth discussion and a fascinating read.
Sounds like there's a lot of paranoia attached to that too, and so timely with today's topics as well. We talk about gun violence quite often.
All the time.